Hi, welcome back to Shave My Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi, y'all. On Saturday afternoon. And getting close on Saturday evening, but it's still just that afternoon right now, I guess. Yeah, well, almost 5. Anyway, work tonight. This is my work weekend, and I was off last night and had a really good day off and end of the day, and it was really nice. So something that we don't use every day, I've got broke out the old stick shift, the old Schick stick. It says right there on the back. Actually, it says stick shicks instead of Schick sticks. So anyway, it's a stick Schick. There we go. Now this one, if you can see right there, I don't know if I can get it cleared up enough for you to see, but it's got an old twin blade in it. And some people are going to say that's cheating for someone that's a single edge type, but using a twin and a Schick is not really considered a bad thing. By golly. We let it go. Is it a little bit of a, I don't know. Is oxymoron the word for that? I don't know. But anyway, whatever. We allow it. It's one of those things. Now, we're going to attempt to shave with it. I don't know how many shaves that blade on it. Don't know how long it's been in there. But hopefully it works good, because I don't know exactly right this second where my injector refills are. I have some more of these twin blades. Someone gifted me a couple of magazines of them at one time, and I've used them very sparingly. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can still get twin Schick blades, Chinese or Japanese maybe. Don't quote me on that. Don't say, well, Fuzzy said I can get them, because Fuzzy don't really know about this one. I'll tell you that up front. Fuzzy probably really doesn't know about a lot of things he talks about, but he ain't always going to tell you up front. But I'll tell you up front on this one, I don't know for 100% certain on it. So we're going to use Sterling soap again, a rose, because I'm in a rose mood. Most people that know me very long, as far as the shaving stuff goes, know that I love a good rose scent, and Sterling is a good rose scent. We're going to follow that up with some Ogallala Bay Rum aftershave. And then before we go to work, we're going to put on the Ogallala, I love saying that, Bay Rum cologne. I love Ogallala. I love a Bay Rum. And the Virgin Island Bay Rum is good. Master Bay Rum is good. But Ogallala is Bay Rum, in my opinion. They make some other stuff that they mix in with it. Not so sure about all that. But just Bay Rum is great. Now, I do have a little bit of Ogallala Bay Rum soap somewhere, but I'm not taking time to go find it. We'll just use the rose and we'll follow up. I'm not slavish on using the same scent soap and aftershaves and all that kind of good stuff. Sometimes it's fun. The other day I had the bath soap that was the Oro Valley from Sterling, and I had the shave soap that was the Oro Valley, and I had the aftershave, and that was really neat. It's a good scent, by the way. What do I think about Sterling bath soaps? They're great. They're a little more expensive than I normally pay for soap. I normally buy just the cheap stuff because I can use it and I don't have sensitive skin. I don't have to worry about any of that. It gets me clean. The old Dial Gold, just classic old Dial Gold, is great. Ivory soap is really good because the people that originally made Ivory soap was J.B. Williams of the Williams shave soap fame. And they sold it to concentrate on their shave soap. So anyway, Ivory was originally J.B. Williams product, folks. So I like that. And then the old classic Irish Spring and Lever soaps and, things of that nature. I even buy the old basic Palmolive soaps. You get them at Dollar Tree, 2 or 3 bars for $1.25. That's the kind of stuff I normally use. Like I said, Fuzzy don't got none of that sensitive skin crap going on. But I'm kind of sensitive to people, sticking holes in it. But other than that, I'm not real sensitive. So anyway, that's going to be the shave today. We're going to get it going on. So yep, it was a good weekend. I took a friend of mine out, and we went to Olive Garden. First time I've been to Olive Garden in a while. And if you're in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and you're out around Segan Lane, I recommend the Olive Garden out there. I've been here 9 years now, and I don't know how many times I've eaten at the Olive Garden. It's been more than a couple, but I've never really had a bad experience. But last night was an exceptional experience. The wait staff was on point. The manager was in there running around making sure things were going good. The food was great. Everything came in a good time. Didn't have to wait too long. Everything flowed really nice. More or less kept my drink full. That's one thing with me is I like my drink, that I drink a lot when I eat. And the young man that was waiting on the table there did a pretty fair job. There were a couple of times he could have been faster, but I couldn't really fault it because about the time I started thinking, oh, this is really getting to me, he would show up. Like he was reading minds or something. I don't know. But anyway, so it was a really good experience at the Olive Garden. Eggplant Parmesan, if anybody's curious. That's something that I like to get at Italian places. I like it better than the veal or anything. And they serve it with a side of spaghetti with a red sauce. Not a meat sauce, it's just a red sauce. And again, it was very good. If you want spaghettis and you want the meatballs with Italian sausage with it, they charge you a little extra. And I just didn't see any need. But anyway, before I get started here, you can see we do have a couple of days ago since I've been off. And I'm anxious to get into work and see how things are going. We just switched over to a new schedule. And I want to go and see if there were any big hiccups. There shouldn't have been. But it's amazing to me, people's capacities to make something nice and simple as complicated as possible. Some people just have a knack for that. And I tend to be just the opposite. I tend to go with the flow and stuff, and there are rules for a reason. And generally, if everybody plays along, everything goes nice. Rule of thumb I live by is that if you take care of the little stuff, generally the big stuff will take care of itself. And I live by that rule, and I think that's a good one. Even in the casino business, I was that way when I was in casino surveillance. I was that jerk that called down on all the little nitpicking stuff, and you sit there going, well, why is he calling on that? Doesn't he have anything better to watch than me not clearing my hands, or me not keeping my hands down on the layout where they're supposed to be, or take care of the little stuff, big stuff takes care of itself. Think about it if you're in a casino setting. One of the things you want to do is be sure that your dealers aren't sneaking checks off the game. If they got their hands flat down on the table where they're supposed to be, they can't take anything, can they? Take care of the little stuff, big stuff takes care of itself. So there we go. I think this blade is going to be just fine, although I can tell it's got some shaves on it. I think we're going to be able to make it work. Now everybody, or a lot of people, when they use a twin blade, they talk about how much better it is and other stuff and all that. I'm not so sure about that. At one time I thought pretty much the same thing, and then I got to where I had a little bit better. Point something out while I'm thinking. I'm having to go back more. You need to thin your lather out more when you're using a twin blade. I didn't do that this time. So I'm having to go back and rinse the razor more often. And what that falls into is that category of your technique adjust. That's what I mean a lot of times by a razor's a razor and a blade's a blade, your technique. Any little changes there are, and there are some, will, be sorted out with your technique. I didn't thin my lather out enough, and I'm using a twin blade, so you have to rinse the razor more. Now, is it a better shave overall? When you get done, you're going to have a smooth shave. Same thing with any other blade and razor combination. So it's neat in that you're taking something that's, vintage and you're still using it. But it's another one of those things that I feel like it was all marketing. I don't think you need twin blades in a injector razor to have a really good shave. Single blade does really well. I used to make the comment, everybody likes what we call the hussy, and I haven't shaved with mine in a while. That was the H1, the ladies' fashion razors. That little razor doesn't really have a handle. And a lot of people talk about how good that razor is with a twin blade. And I understand why they say that. But in my opinion, the H2, which was another one of those razors, this one was called the Deb. The H2 is easier to shave with, and you get just as good a shave with a single edge, a regular injector blade as you do with a double in the hussy. And some people argue that that's not right. Well, that's fine. We'll thin this out a little bit this time. It's easy to go pretty thick with the sterling soap because it lathers so well. Also been using the Sterling shampoo bar that they sent as a little lanyard. And I'm starting to like shampoo bars more. And again, I don't think it does any better than, you know, regular shampoo. And again, I don't have a lot of hair. So my thoughts on shampoo are the same with everything else. I generally use the cheaper shampoo because my hair doesn't need moisturizing, and I'm not worried about having more volume or less tangles or any of that stuff that they make, the marketing people make shampoos for. So I buy cheap stuff. I'm talking $1 a bottle VO5 stuff. And it works really well for me. So a shampoo bar works well too, but the neat thing I think about a shampoo bar would be for traveling. I still say that. Now, I ain't traveled anywhere lately, so I haven't had a chance to try that out in, you know, in practice. It's still just theory, but anyway, it's a nice shampoo bar. As you remember, that was in the barbershop scent, and I think Sterling's barbershop scent is nice. If you're looking at Sterling soap, the barbershop is one I definitely would recommend. It's a nice scent. It's not a barbershop scent like, let's say, it's not a barbershop scent like, let's say, you know, Clubman or something along those lines. But it is still a nice scent. All right. Well, let's get cleaned up here a little bit and see what we've done. Old hash brown came in for a few minutes here. Get this all wiped down real quick. All right, got a few little rough spots under there. I can tell already. We'll fix them up with the witch hazel for our touch-up pass. Not bad at all. Here, I'll let you have a look at it. Look at there. That's what a twin in the stick shit. Now this is an L head, a Schick L. You know, they also made the one that was like the tennis racket handle, and they had the one, I think, what was it, the Olympic version? It was a red, white, and blue handle. Then they had the one that looks like it's the Paul Revere, I think they call it, and it kind of looks like a butter knife handle, which is, it's really nice. I like that one. It's kind of an art thing. I don't have one of those, but anyway, the L is a good head to me. I like the older ones better, and I've said it before, probably because I just like older stuff better. That's me. That's one of the points of the traditional wet shaving. It's traditional. It's the older stuff in my book. Let's get plenty of witch hazel on. We're gonna go. I do have some rough areas around them jaws there. I can feel, and we're gonna go clean all that up. It will be the last shave on this blade, feels like. I'll be a blade whisperer. The blade has told me it has had enough. But it's going to do this last shave just fine. Oh yeah, them little rough areas clean up. Always have to be careful, something you may look for. Be sure you get close up on the ear and don't leave a little stretch of standing whiskers. Mine are really white up there, and they do tend to stand out, so I got to be careful about that. That's one of the areas I have to watch. Anyway, there we go. Boy, that's nice. Nice feeling shaved, nice looking there. Already got the goatee trimmed up, ready to go. And we're going to jump in the shower here for long. Then we'll be running down. Hey, Miss Luna came in to check things out. How you doing, Miss Luna? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Absolutely. And, woke up this morning and old hash brown and had stomach problems. And if you've ever had a dog that had stomach problems, you're understanding what I'm talking about with a little present he left me. But that's all right, because I got a Bissell carpet cleaner. It does a really, really, really good job. So you clean up, and then you fire up the Bissell and give the carpet around that area a good cleaning, and everything is great. There we go. Got a great shave to start the night. Gonna go in. It's 12-hour shift as usual on the weekends. I had several doubles this last week, and I got a couple more doubles coming up. We've got some supervisor that took some time off, so I'm covering time off for people. So it makes for a long week, but it makes for a nice check when it's over with. And so that's just how it goes sometimes. All right, well, if you're still awake, thank you. I ain't put you to sleep with my rambling. There you go. I saw that I saw that I lost my train of thought. I'm train of thought pulled out of the station just a second ago, and I'm still hanging out in the, gift shop looking at cigars. Okay, it comes back around eventually. There you go. Well, y'all have a good day. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shaves to you.